Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 29 in my Anno 1800 Let's Play. Now, in the last episode, we performed an economic buyout, the likes of which have never been seen, of Lady Margaret's home island, but due to our non-aggression pact, she actually can't yet wage war on us. So in this episode, we're going to continue raising our population and building the World's Fair. Now, that last episode left me at a fork in the road. I have to decide between whether or not we're going to double down on trying to raise Margaret's reputation, keep her happy, and avoid war, or confront the reality that war is inevitable, and that in 2 hours and 47 minutes, the non-aggression pact that we have will not exist anymore, and conflict will ensue. And I think that's the more likely case. To build her back up would take a very long time. It requires getting some quests, getting lucky, and then also getting trade rights and selling some things for it. There's just a lot that can go wrong in those 2.5 hours as we try to build her up, or, like I said, we can just lean into it. And what I'm going to do is build our population and our influence up to the point where we get 10 influence, and then start buying out the shares of her islands that she currently has. You can do it once every 10 minutes, so we just need to basically have an income of 10 influence every 10 minutes. And we do that by increasing our population and building investors, which is what we need to do anyway to get to the next stage of our World's Fair. The World's Fair currently requires 5,000 investors for completion. So that's basically what we're going to work on. So let's just start by upgrading just a couple of the houses along here. That's given us 9 influence. We'll get one more. That's 11. That's what I like to see. Go over to Margaret and say, hey, how's it going? We're not done yet. So she's not going to like that, but we're going to keep doing it. It's going to give us more money. All the while, we are still buying pocket watches and the like out this way so that we can sell to Emperor Katima. Speaking of Katima, a lot of people were saying, hey, you had steam carriages. How dare you load up a ship and sell them to Archibald? Why don't you sell them to Emperor Katima? I want everyone listening. Everyone, okay? I want everyone's attention. If you're dilly-dallying on your second monitor or whatever, listen. I mentioned this before, but Emperor Katima does not currently buy those items. He doesn't buy gramophones, he doesn't buy steam carriages, simply because we haven't yet built up Enbesa's population enough to allow that to happen yet. So you gotta do that first. It's the same in the old world. You know, you go to the Eli Bleakworth, you can't sell him soap immediately. You got to build up your populations first before you can do that. So those are prerequisites that we have not hit yet. Appreciate the feedback, but you're all wrong, okay? And hey, I've checked it out. If you try sell them to him when he doesn't have the option available, you don't get the money. You get the regular money you'd get from any other trader. So hopefully that's all clear. The next thing that people were mentioning, and you guys are absolutely right on this one, which was that here I have the wrong cocoa beans in there. We want the quality ones. And there we go. Alright. And the very last thing was people were asking me to check on the harbor that we took over of Hitherhithe and see what items are available. Now that's one I never would have thought to check. So this is essentially what was here. I didn't take anything away. A demonstration ban. So happiness and chance of riots are reduced. The Noon Closure Act. The Heat Activated CDC Grenade, which is a 2-hour cooldown and reduces the chance of fire, and then some plants, basically. So nothing too good, considering it was our home island. A little disappointing, actually, I would say. But whatever, not that big of a deal. So I've sent out some ships here to gather some more construction material. Gonna get pretty much all of that, and we'll leave that there. I'm gonna deliver that back, and then we're gonna grab as well some wood. This place is maxed out on wood. And we're going to take that to our new island. So on this new island, so basically the way you build up influence is by having more population, right? So if we get another, let's see, about 700-800 people, we're going to get 15 more influence, right? And we're going to need that, obviously, to buy another share. Now, we can keep putting down investors' houses, but obviously that's a strain on our economy. We're building up to match that at the moment. But in the meantime, there's no reason to have an island just left blank like this. You might as well put a population on it that can sustain themselves if we can. And we can. There's just no wood here right now, so I'm waiting on that ship to come around with the wood. So, this feeds into something called royal taxes. Now, a lot of people don't really understand what royal taxes are. Essentially, for every it's a tough one to boil down, but let's just say if you keep yourself at 1,000 of a certain tier of population on one island, you won't pay anything in royal taxes. So you could have 1,000 farmers, 1,000 workers, 1,000 artisans, 1,000 engineers, and so on an island, and you won't pay any tax. But as soon as you start to go over that, it starts to get increasingly... They start to get taxed at 9% and then increasingly more up to 40%. So that's where your royal taxes is coming from. It's from stacking more and more of the same type of population on one island. So we're basically free to build up, 1,000 farmers here and not take any penalty in terms of royal taxes. Not that I care, we're making good money anyway. We could go over that if we want, but I want to raise that number just to get us the influence that we need, like I said, so we can keep continuing to purchase things in our islands. And if we get enough influence, we could buy in multiple islands at the same time, which would be very, very good indeed. So rapid influence increase is what we're going to be requiring here. And that's going to allow us to continue the construction of this. So currently, if you watch the little circle here, this is filling up to 5,000. So we're, 2/3 of the way there. We're at 3,200. So we need 1,800 more investors. So let's just keep upgrading these houses for now. That's as much as we can do. I'm waiting on construction material to get back here, which is on its way. But that's good enough for now. And that's actually going to set us back for our engineer population. So can we do the upgrades of these guys? And then we'll have to move them over the way we normally do. So just grab them, drag and drop them just in the middle here for real quick. And then we'll do more fine placement in a second. So the other thing then is checking our economy and seeing, can we sustain this? We're basically adding, a couple thousand investors and a few hundred engineers, and that's pretty heavy for any economy to take. So we'll have to check all of that. Alright, something like that's good enough for now. It's going to be a little temporary. We're against the clock, so a lot of people have been saying, like, can you take time to build up your harbor? Can you walk around the streets and stuff like that? I'd really like to, but we are kind of against the clock, so with Margaret especially. So unfortunately, I didn't know she was going to be so aggressive. I wanted this to be a bit more of a chilled Let's Play, and we will get back to that. But for the next foreseeable couple hours, a couple episodes, we're going to be dealing with her. Here we are. Good. Let's just dump that all in there. So I'm not going to go all the way up to 5,000 immediately. Maybe let's get to 4,000 and see then what we need. So it's not too big of a shock to the economy. So something like that. So we're obviously suffering for the amount of engineers we have now. And that's just the amount that are kind of working in the different buildings and stuff like that. So this will be the last pullover that we do. And then we'll check on what we need. I think I already know roughly what we need, so it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, and let's just get rid of the blueprints. And we can slam these guys in over this way. We want them as close up to the town halls as possible. And then I'll have to reorganize this area a little bit to be a bit nicer, because it is filled up way faster than I thought it would. Alright, cool. So the engineer population should start to kind of grow and fill up now. Should be okay. So let's check our consumer goods. So we know that swords is where our capital is now. We want to check Lusk. And then we also want to check Porta Banus, our area in the New World that's sending stuff back. So we'll flick on to consumer goods. So I'm just holding control to select those, and then we'll just scroll down. We have the New World goods here. We don't mind those. But from gramophones, totally fine. Jewelry's fine. Chocolate is really low, actually, so we could definitely double that. In fact, we could double it and then some, because our consumption is 5. So we'll probably have to keep buying from Madame Kahina, but generally then 2 should do the job, because we've only got 1 right now. Cigars is fine, champagne is fine, light bulbs is good, coffee is even okay, and surprisingly pocket watches as well. Penny farthings, though, not so good. And eyeglasses are fine, and all of that. Yeah, so, cool. So not too bad, actually, in terms of what we're going to need. Something that I wrote down, excuse me, that I wrote down that I forgot to do. I'm going to have to grab a drink, actually, is gold. This has been off for a while, and I was saying, oh, it's so weird that the gold that we're dropping off the island isn't correct or whatever. Turns out it's just this is full of stuff and it's not actually transferring what it should be. And it's in between sessions right now. Is it? Where is it? There it is. It's actually just about to arrive. That's good. So let's just fix this route. Essentially what that route is doing. If you remember, I'm buying my gold from the pirates. Expensive, but it does mean that we don't have to have any of the chains that are necessary. And seeing as we're very stretched in the new world for space and for population, it's perfect just to buy this instead of having to set up a bunch of gold mines. And then when we go to the Arctic eventually, we can pull in the gold from there instead. It's better anyway. It's more efficient. So this is all fine. So anyway, we're dropping everything off here. We want to drop off even more if possible, but we have to click to buy it. So we want to buy 3 lots from both. Like that, and just dump it all. So we're going to Lusk. We want to move this down 1. Purchase from Calamity Cove, drop it off. Purchase from High Mountain, and then drop it off. That's the idea. It might seem a bit strange, but it's just because of the time it takes for them to get their gold back. I think it's good that we hit both times. I think that makes more sense. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. And now we need to just jump to that ship and toss its crap overboard. We could probably drop off the chocolate here, or the pearls here, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now that ship is done and sorted. Great. So, we're going to need more penny farthings, which means probably need more iron. Is there an iron? There's an iron mine right here. There we go. So that they can get to work on that. So that's extra iron, which means we're going to need another smelter. That should be fine. So that's 3 brass smelters, and that's another furnace. And that's all covered by our trade union, which is reducing workforce and increasing productivity. So now if we were to check the steel. Yeah, steel is totally fine. Awesome. And if steel is fine, that means that we can now grab one of these. Another penny farthing factory. Slam it down there. So penny farthing should be okay, and then the next one would be pocket watches, I think. Because we're going to need that, but we're going to need more glass, actually. So let's throw down 1, 2 of those, and 2 more of these. So it's 2 extra window factories, and 2 more sand quarries. Is that what they're called? Sand mines. Okay, and this population is artisans, which we have loads of, and that's workers. Great. So that's more windows. With more windows, we can do both glasses. Glasses were actually fine, weren't they, I think? Yeah. And pocket watches. So pocket watches weren't fine. So let's just throw it in there for now. As you can see, that's going to take engineers, and we're suffering engineers right now, so I'll have to do some more upgrades. My lovely artisan blocks are being eroded by the necessity of a stronger economy. Oh, goddamn. It's so hard to do this when you're so zoomed out. Everything's such a small little building. God, what was that? And I pulled a tree over. It's probably at the back of one of those houses before, actually, thinking about it. Ugh. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's be a little bit more space efficient, I guess, for now. And if I want to do any fancier designs, we can do that later. Alright, good. Yeah, something like that. It's okay. Good enough. I want these to look a little nicer, but they just don't. There we go. Also, I'm not hearing the noise for switching these. Seed of Zeus entered a state of war. That island's gone. That's in Cape Trelawney, actually, which is interesting. Alright, we can check this global population over time as well and see how we're doing. Also, let's just buy the rest of those pocket watches, and we need to also buy the next share. Now, the thing is, she actually might start buying these back, so we gotta be careful with that too. Alright, so that's good enough. Let's go to Mbessa, sell all of that, and make some money. Our influence has gone up to 21, so we've got plenty of influence now for the next 20 minutes. I'm actually going to set a timer on my phone of just, 9 minutes so that I know when to look over and buy the next share. Otherwise, I will forget, and we are against the clock, so it's important that we have that. Okay, good. Chocolate. We have to increase that chocolate. So let's get to the New World. Chocolate was out here. We should have plenty of cocoa beans, but not enough of the actual chocolate production. So let's just slam down another sugar factory. And chocolate. That's maxed out. Alright, let's just check on that now. So, oh, and someone quite rightly pointed out that I never put down the extra wood for the wood veneers because something caught my attention. Might just... don't know where to put it actually, though. Oh, no, I did. Yeah, I did. In between episodes, I did it.
Another player has had their island seized.
That was weird, the music.
Another player has had their island seized. Okay,
so Arthur lost this little island here. Something that I meant to bring up is the fact that Lady Margaret has, her military stats are huge, apparently. According to the diplomatic, I don't know what you want to call this thing. Comparison? Strength meter? Whatever. So you can see her military is apparently like 6 times stronger than ours, basically. Something like that. Or maybe like at least 3 times as strong. 4 times probably. That's obviously quite alarming to a lot of people. I think it's mostly in defenses. I must be honest, I haven't looked around and really checked. I could have taken the time to really assess everything she's got, but I haven't done that. But I'm assuming it's mostly in defenses. And the reason I think that is because she is constantly fighting to take this island here, Flaneur, or whatever it's called. And she keeps getting repelled. I saw a couple battleships get sunk over here and things like that. So I feel like she keeps losing. I've actually got an idea as well. I'm going to station one of my battleships out here so that if she comes by and tries to take this out again, she just did, by the way. Right as I was starting the episode, it said that there was a successful defense. So I don't know when she's going to come back here, but I'm going to move out this ship. We could activate the black flag, and any ships that are retreating away, we might be able to just fight and take out really quickly. But yeah, so I'm being hopeful and thinking along the lines of, well, maybe she doesn't really have that much in terms of ships, but a lot of defenses. And then we can just unleash our armada on everything and hopefully take these islands fairly quick. I'm just going to back off over here just to be safe for now. We don't want to be bunched up too much. Some area of effect defenses can really disrupt you pretty badly, actually. That's weird. These ones aren't moving yet. No, I think they're trying to. There's just so many. There we go. All right, cool. Great. So that should... Oh, yes. I said I was going to double check on that chocolate. So let's just have a look at what we're exporting out now. So consumer goods. Chocolat is there. And then with the purchases, it was 5 consumption. So yeah, that should be plenty now. So it should be okay. And the population here is able to handle that. So yeah, I don't know. Seems fine to me. Seems fine to me. Is there anything we could take back to the old world? Or somewhere else? Let's grab all these. Let's set up a botanical garden, actually. It'd be kind of nice to have in Cape Trelawney. Alright, with that done, how close are we now? So we are at 3,902 investors. So we are 1,100 away. Our engineer population has recovered. So I can maybe just get rid of this. Have a look at how these houses are doing. Got everything they need. They're out of pocket watches, rather alarmingly. But I have increased the production rate of said pocket watches, so let's go check that out. It's the last thing I think I need to check stats-wise, and then we can get to building on that other island, actually. So pocket watches, 3 is the production if we add on swords. So we're way overproducing now, which is awesome, because we can sell them as well. Alright, great. So let's go check on Hitherhithe, which we need to rename. And let's get building. So I'm just going to do this quick and dirty, kind of as we have before with certain places. We need to set up production for timber, just so it can build itself here in future. This is what things would look like if I was doing speed building, I guess, or something like that. The skill, the raw APM is insane. Imagine building like this. You know who you are out there. You disgust me. It's like literally every Anno developer, probably. Alright. Alright, big old block of houses. What they need then is some fish. A couple lots of fish in there. And remember, this is just to get us going. There's potatoes here already, which is perfect, so we can... We'll just copy and paste that once it's done.
Nice day for it.
You reach a new
Oh, I bet I did. So that's that. That's that. We just need the clothes then. This can come back actually a bit. Alright, cool. And then we'll just slam down the modules and we're done. And that's this island done for a long time. With just that, you can definitely sustain, I think, 1,000 population. I think. So these houses should be... Oh yeah, obviously we need amenities. Don't think we'll need this, but you never know. Alright, cool. So it looks disgusting, but it's really... I'm just trying to get that population up, get that influence raised, and keep constantly buying the shares when we can. In fact, I said I'd buy in multiple islands at once, so let's do that. We'll buy here. And then we're also just going to keep buying here. How much time do we have left? Loads of time. Perfect, yeah. Of course, I have my timer now, so we'll never miss it. We'll never miss it again. We're drinking all that coffee like nobody's business, and we have 3 cargo ships not doing anything.
I can tell you're searching for something.
I am searching for something. I don't know what it is, though. Something that will present itself to me when the time is right, I guess. Alright, I think I'm pretty on top of things. I think. We'll just keep... I mean, if that's the consumer goods done, we can just keep pushing to get that World's Fair up and running, really. So let's just check on this again. I'm going to be doing this a lot. You know, I need to check on the statistics just to make sure we're not going to have this economic collapse suddenly. I'm a bit worried about the fact that this is grayed out, which means these buildings aren't operating. So there's something going on with the pocket watches. So I just want to find that out really quickly. They must be missing something. They're missing gold bars. Right, well, we have that one ship that should now be kind of speeding up as it comes around. We can see our money. Oh, we did just buy shares. That's probably why. So, a destruction quest. The Art of Rule. Affects farmers. Makes them less happy, but gives you more and then income per household. I don't really care for it, but it's kind of fun. Let's just do it anyway. Destroy a frigate. So we've got 30 minutes to do that. Should be easy enough. The only thing is we have to bring some ships home to do it. A fire broke out. Uh-oh. Now, I don't know why it said... Oh yeah, it's missing goods. Right, I'll just wait for that fire to be put out. That should be no problem. So, gold. Right, so let's check on what's the dealio with the gold. So the ship is carrying 150. And it's just about to arrive. So it'll drop off 150, and then I'm sure everything will be fine after that. But before we purchase our next lot, we kind of need to sell those pocket watches we have here. We should get about 4 million for them. So yeah, the steamer extravaganza, the Augustus, is on its way down. Alright, that's all good then. I'm on top of everything. It's perfect. But we just need more and more influence. But yeah, it looks like we're free to upgrade and keep going. So let's do it. We're now at 40 influence. My timer is going off. Oh, nice. There's a button for repeat, actually, as well. Damn, I like that other music. It's just a frigate. Is it going to go out of the map, I wonder, actually?
The fire has been vanquished.
Let's read it. Eli's having a hard time accepting this, that one of his prisoners has been pardoned because they have friends in high places. He suggests you take the matter outside of the law and sink his ship. You can find them by clicking blah, blah, blah. Destroy enemy ships, retrieve the item, and deliver it to the quest giver's lighthouse. I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward. I wonder what my, Oh, he's taking damage. Alright, my flagship can probably take him out, actually, then. It's going right through my harbor. Bad idea. Well, turns out that was easy.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Stop. You might as well just stay here then, if that's going to be the case. One of the ships made it out, but it's okay. Alright, let's fix these buildings. Yeah, with all of these fire stations, only one building got ruined. Really not important. Engineer, has that workforce fallen down? Oh yeah, we just upgraded, didn't we?
Your ship has returned from
Cool.
its voyage.
The Augustus has entered the region. Oh, and his ship is right here as well. Cool. Now, there's another quest we could do. Oh, no, there isn't. Sorry, it's just that one. I was looking at the radar. Anyways, we need even more engineers, and we need more artisans and things, so we're going to have to start upgrading the workers as well.
Attention for the Admiral. Ready to back on the straight and narrow.
In a way. Alright, cool. Let's just grab our ship. That should be here. All ships. Here we go. Pocket watches galore. I'll just queue that up. Alright, so next thing to do is do upgrades. Insert Matrix Keanu Reeves meme here. So yeah, I've obviously messed something up with that tree. I don't know where we got it from.
A competitor's island is
So
under
I'm just
siege.
going to have to delete it. Another island under siege. Alright, we'll just put all these artisans back in their place. Get ready to upgrade them when they're done. Not that we're short on artisans, I guess, but it's just nice to kind of keep it consistent. I mean, we're making all the stuff that they'll be consuming and keeping them going, so you might as well try to get them back where they were. Because otherwise you're just overproducing stuff. We're low on wood. Interesting. Okay. Not interesting in the conventional sense, but interesting nonetheless. And we have 69 wood out here. How many people do we have? 538. Those are rookie numbers.
Will you ever meet my stand?
No, never. Arthur, I'm saving your life, man. He was on death's door until I activated the, or I don't know, heed the call? Sort of. I mean, we're not allies, I guess, but... Oh, no, we are. We are now. Yeah, so I'm basically keeping everyone alive and in the game, except for Margaret. She's probably gonna die. Right, anyways, with those extra houses, that should be... I mean, it's 10 per house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 16, 24. So 240 extra. So we could have even more, should we wish. And like I said, royal taxes should not get affected by that. At least from what I understand of royal taxes, they shouldn't. Alright, let's sell those things. How do you like that for timing? Nice tip someone told me as well in the comments was that if you hit the re-roll button, it will fix the bugged out prices that you sometimes get. So that's really actually handy. I did test it. It does work. 3.5 million. Thank you so much.
My son warns me.
Back to the old world. All right, let's buy those shares. I was waiting to do that. And then we'll set that timer again.
Have agreed a peace deal.
All right.
Silver will not save you.
And timer. All right, good. Excellent. And what about the other one? See, we've loads of influence now. We could buy some on the other one as well in 2 minutes 28. And we'll just economically destroy her. I'm sure we'll fight. All their ships are going to be engaged at some point. But she's still got plenty of islands in the New World and Cape Trelawney. I know people want me to take over islands through military force. I have no doubt that will happen. It's just not going to happen for a little while. And then we'll have to start producing more and more ships. But with the influence right now, we're a little tight. So what are we on? We are on 4,224, as the cool kids say. Well, let's free up some space here. This can just go up here for now. That's just the warehouse needed for this thing. Might as well keep the clay pit there, I suppose. It's always going to take up that amount of space. There's really very little we can do about that. And I'm just going to basically continue the road out this way. Oh, you kidding me? We still have the Christmas decorations on as well. It's nearly February. Okay. Yeah, so that's always going to be a pain in the ass. But you, well, not always. Once you get the Research Institute, you can actually move those things. I've never done that before. I really look forward to getting to that point eventually. Yeah, we're still lacking a lot in terms of engineers. So we'll just have to upgrade what we can. Still low on wood. This is kind of making me think as well, you know, I'm going to have to start deciding where this obviously is going to build out further than here eventually. I like our town down here. I love this little village here. I love the grain fields and stuff like that. I guess they could go here, but it would look really weird, wouldn't it? Be next to grain farms? I mean, you could maybe separate it with a park. Someone had a really good idea, actually, was to put a park here with some of those ornaments we had. So I might do that in future as well. I haven't fully gotten around to it yet, but there's so much to do and no time to do it. Alright, let's take all of this wood back up. Any other construction materials we could bring with us? Some guns. I think we're going to need them. That's actually something I've been meaning to do as well, is start putting guns around some of our New World islands. Specifically, they're a little cheaper out there as well, which is good. Our production island has a few. If we lose the production island, that is GG. Because that is like a serious blow if we ever lost that. I'm confident though we won't. Did I send that ship back home, by the way? Yeah, I guess I did.
A competitor's island is under.
Alright, we have 3,033,000. The timers are set. We can buy another one here though for now. And what I plan on doing, I don't know if I said it in the episode or not. I get confused sometimes, but I don't plan on keeping this island. I plan on just deleting the warehouse off of it. We'll obviously have our cargo ships up there ready to take everything as we have done before. Also, has that share revenue grown from like 4,000 to 10,000? Jeez. She might just be upgrading it like crazy. Oh, actually, I need to check how much is the purchase. The buyout is 5.5 million. Oh yeah, so we need to be selling stuff and getting the hell out of here. Okay, that's really good to know. So we'll have to just come up here, buy whatever we don't need. I think there's jewelry and things we don't need that we've got too much of. Oh yeah, I've got a ship right here. So, consumer goods. What do we got? So we have gramophones, 100 of those. Screw it, let's just load up 150, sell them to Madame Gehenna. Every little helps at this point. That ship can go back to the New World. Alright, cool. Right, one last time. Well, I'm sure I'll do it more and more in future, but I need to check our consumption rates with some of our main islands. So, let's work from the bottom up. Gramophone's fine, jewelry's okay, chocolate's underproduced, but that's okay, we can buy some to offset that. Cigars is great. Champagne, light bulbs, coffee, everything is good. This is offline though. I wonder why that's the case. It's grayed out. Maybe they're full up. Pocket watches is great. Penny farthings is fixed. Glasses, all of that stuff is great. Okay, excellent. And I actually remember that down here, I think fur coats is full. Yeah. I'll just do that so we can sell these as well. Selling absolutely everything we can just to make tiny little bits extra when we decide to buy out different shares. And we'll keep raising the population. I'm just going to wait. Well, we know that things are settled, but we need the wood to arrive, and then we can start to do some upgrades again. We're very low on windows, so construction material is just another big bottleneck for me, it seems. Can't remember where the ship is heading. Actually, you can head back down here. Yeah. Alright, is there anything I need to do in the new world? Oh, there is actually. I remember that... See, I've been a bit lazy, but this is something I've checked actually beforehand, which is those penny farthings. I remember thinking that we're going to need another one. Penny farthings are made with caoutchouc, which is basically like rubber, I guess. And we will run short of it. So that's something I didn't check, but I know that all we need is one more, and then we're okay. So let's just pop it there for now, and stick a road in. And we can just fill this back in. Alright.
You should go sit in the shade.
Maybe you should go sit in the shade. Yeah? Sorry. Okay, so... yeah, we are actually full up there. Let's maybe upgrade this, can we? No, we need some extra stuff. We could get one of these. Nope, we need bricks.
We would welcome more volunteers.
We already have quality saplings. Yeah, I guess any one of these ships is fine. Margaret's actually got a quest for us, which is funny. It's truly terrible how many lives have been taken by the humble spud. I have the Promise Trust I will have the Promise Trust investigate the toxic properties of the tuber. Please deliver me some samples. I mean, I really don't need to do this, but I'll just say yes anyway. Why not? 25 tons of potatoes. Yeah, probably not going to do that.
See? Turned out.
We'll have to gather bricks from there. Well, anyway, I've got a little bit of time. We can have a little look on certain places.
Withstood an attack.
So here's obviously Puerto Banús, which has a festival going on right now. It's got a festival, a town carnival. Carnival. Increased visits 100%.
Your ship has
And we do
returned
actually
from
have a
its
tourism spot here. So it's making us 1,000. It's actually pretty good.
I see the same old faces whenever
Yeah, well,
I
I'm
come
pretty
here.
sick of your face as well. So, you know. This town looks awesome. I actually really, really like the look of it. Especially like the little churches we have. The parade's actually coming out of the church. And then the one that we have down here I think is amazing. Alright, cool. Now we could also take a look at one of the islands here real quick. We want to walk around Swords maybe. Affects the cannery, jewelers. Can't remember what I came here for. Oh yeah, windows. Anything we're like really low on. Because we're, of course, upgrading to engineers and investors requires pretty much one of every construction material. She bought back a share. Damn, she bought back a share. Well, it's good that we're buying them in 2 islands, actually. But that's the kind of thing that will definitely interrupt my plan if she decides to buy those back. It's good that I caught that. So let's just head back up here, get those pocket watches again, and keep doing that. A sergeant. Alright, cool. Wood, please. And guns, I guess. The ship is just about to arrive to ditch its stuff. Gramophones are here.
Can I
Yep.
help you?
1.6 million, please. Thanks. Well, that's enough for the buyout. Or should be once we start doing this a couple of times. There's jewelry as well that we have to sell. If only there was a way to automate this route. Alright, that's the timer, which means any second now we'll look over and buy that share back. Which means we're actually ahead. It took her so long to buy that back that I bet she won't buy it again, or for a very long time. So I think we're actually okay.
Meddlesome little.
Yeah. Sorry. I could send you potatoes though, if that'll make you happy.
A competitor's island withstood.
The war with
an attack.
Flaneur has ended. So yeah, look, she's kept Flaneur, and there we go, a battleship, very low on health.
More than ready.
Activate the pirate flag. Let's...
Steer us off.
rotate around her. How good is this? What do you got for me? Hopefully something really good. Yeah, see, she's angry. See, this is why I didn't do this before. People were like, oh, you should just totally, you know, activate black flags and take out ships. It makes people unhappy. So, flower on a battleship. Alright, well. Either way, took out a battleship for free. Pretty good. And then this lasts for a certain amount of time, does it? And then it deactivates, I guess. Cool. Sweet. Got away with it. We should get more of those. They're pretty good.
I'd gamble on me too. There's a bet.
There's one of them right there if we get there in time. Just looking at ship speed to see which one can get there quick. The African Queen should be able to get there pretty fast, but it might reroll. Who knows? Alright, cool. Anyways, I said we'd have a quick walk around and have a look around. Just want to make sure my ships are all loaded up with what they need. Let's just sell that soap.
What makes you think
And a simpler time when we were just buying and selling soap. A simpler time. Yeah, so this can load up with jewelry. And oh my god, we have 600 advanced weapons? Wow. I mean, I remember we picked up a bunch, but geez. 600. We're maxed out now. Might as well sell 50 of them if we can. They're worth quite a decent amount. Because we're still getting some from our harbor item. That gives us some over time, I guess. That's just way more than I expected. Anyways, what else could we get rid of? Yeah, the jewelry. Yeah, let's get rid of all of that. Send it to Archibald. And here we will just buy the pocket watches. We'll just make the trip now, why not? Alright, cool. Things are looking good. Right, so we can have our little walk around, or a look around, a bit more in detail. So, our main town of Swords has become quite the orderly estate. Although nothing is actually that even when you really look at it. You know, no two estates are the same. Which I'm really proud of. I think it gives a much more organic and unique look to the place. And then they do each have their little walls separating them from the main road of the city, which is this one here, basically. We've got our hospital. We have our little park in the center. It's a more natural looking park, not one of the flower garden ones. We have our double police station. People say that these are actually facing the wrong way, so I guess I could turn them around. That does feel a bit weirder to me, though. I always picture this being the front, but I guess it is the back. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. All right, cool. Anything else we need to walk around? I guess we could take another quick look at the farmer district. Pretty simple, you know, just using all the farmer ornaments, as you remember. We haven't done a time lapse in a long time. I do realize that. I want to get back to actually building nicely again. We have, of course, our potato village, the OG, the first place we really built. Still largely untouched from what we built in the beginning. Our vineyard, which would be nice to get a country club down there eventually, or members club. Juicy Island acquired. Devious hostile takeover success. Investment pays off as new city joins the fold. A mail steamer brought with it amended company valuations for the start of trading. A great and instantaneous surge in assets. Awesome. The Wonder enters a new phase, the World's Fair. Everyone's happy, riot chance reduced, and we're all allied. Super prosperous. And then, of course, we've gimped it a little bit, but yeah, the artisans are still my favorite area. Definitely the best looking place in the entire game, I think.
A ship was destroyed.
Huh. Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it? So I guess I let my ship move past one of her islands or just other ships and she took it out? Please don't pick up that black flag. Oh, the flag is gone from him as well. God damn it. Sure, let's just buy one of these. Damn, that's annoying. Well, we'll come back out here and see if we can grab it. Actually, you just stay where you are. Stay where you are. I've got this smaller ship. The Pelican is on the way. Damn, that sucks. I wasn't looking. I didn't think about it. I thought it was already on its cooldown, the flag, when I looked at it, because you could see it like winding down, but I guess that was the initial one, so my bad. Feels bad, man. But I mean, we took out a battleship, but she did take out a pirate ship of the line, which greatly upsets me. So I do like my pirate ships.
Now we've a taste of freedom. We are not going to let go.
Yeah, and unfortunately we can't buy one right now. We can only buy flaming monitors or whatever. What's the situation with the timer? Did I let my timer go off and I didn't even look at it? Oh my god, I must have. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I didn't set one. So 3 minutes 43. Perfect. Alright, cool. Yeah, do we want to buy another ship? I kind of do. I mean, we're after freeing up some influence by losing that one, so 500,000 just to get one of these? God damn. Yeah, we'll just buy that for now. I might end up selling it. I'd want to free up another slot for a regular pirate ship to come. So hopefully that will happen. Any good items here? Flame hose. No. It's fine. Damn, I'm really bummed out I lost that ship. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bummed out about it. Alright, anyways, so I'm gonna check the population, see if it's dipped over time or anything. It looks like it hasn't. 4224, 4221, yeah, it's basically the same. So yeah, we can look to push a little further and upgrade just a little bit more. The only thing they're lacking is steam carriages, which we don't have yet available to us. So let's begin the upgrade process. So there's a few extra houses. Let's just get a few more. Ah, we're out of windows completely. Well, let's...
All in Her Majesty's name.
Remember we bought, I think we bought 150 for 3 million advanced weapons, and we picked up something like 300 of them. So yeah, we basically picked up 6 million worth from Margaret's place last time, which is pretty awesome. Alright, there you go. You have your upgrade stuff, alright? Stop whining. Okay, what are we at now? Yeah, we just need a few more, so let's do another block. That should be it. That should be it, I think, when they grow that little bit extra. We'll have to see. If not, no big deal. We'll just get more. I don't want to overdo it. Gotta have a controlled upgrade here. Hopefully these guys are all within range of power. That's another thing I haven't really been checking. So yeah, we could definitely fit... Can we fit another row here? We can to a point until that bottom bit. Alright. So what are we at? 4809, and they're growing slightly. So yeah, let's do the upgrades of the lower classes. Fit them back in where they were. Oh, thank you very much, Benty. Alright, cool. We're obviously really low on engineers now. So we have to do whatever upgrades we can and get them going. So low on space over here now. I mean, I'm doing this way faster than I ever anticipated, even though I'm not being like super fast or anything, but I never thought we'd hit 5,000 investors like that soon. So I'm just a bit taken aback by how fast we've had to do it. Where else can we... Oh yeah, we freed up this area, of course. So let's do that. And we still have more to go. I'm kind of hesitant to upgrade too much because I'll lose the pattern of what we built. So I might leave it for now. And just continue to upgrade these guys. We're back out of wood again. There we go. Just as long as we keep the same shape of everything. I just don't want to get confused with that. Because it could be really disruptive. Alright, down here we need to go pick up more wood and things again. Alright, that's my timer telling me that we need to buy shares. Yeah. Alright, now we've got them on the same timer as well, which is good. Let's set that timer again.
Silver will not save you.
So, there we go. Alright, cool. Timers are back online. Our ship should have arrived out here by now. Apparently not. Not that we really need the money, but there it is. 150, 100, what is it? 121. Okay. So what next? I think, again, still our consumption rates should be totally fine. What are we missing? Steel. You're missing steel? Even after we put down another steel plant? This is absolutely preposterous. I don't understand how that could be the case. If we look at intermediate products, we can see that we are vastly overproducing the steel that is being consumed. It must just be a slowdown in terms of deliveries. Perhaps from our warehouses, I guess. Yeah. It's just slow to arrive, that's all. Okay. Yeah, we need more warehouses, basically. I'd rather upgrade the ones we have, but we're just constantly low on construction material, like all the time now. Glass is really high, wood's really high. I might just make another window factory then, because it's a big bottleneck. None of this stuff out here is powered on, actually, thinking about... Oh, no, it is. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, from here. Nice. It's almost like I thought of it already. Alright, let's go back, check our population. We're getting really close now to that 5,000. We are about 130 off. Which is basically just like three or four houses, I think.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Let's move these ones up there instead. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Kind of blocks off the view of the... If you were looking from here, you wouldn't know there was a clay pit right behind. So that's nice. Alright, something like that just works out a little bit better. Oh yeah, this house is not going to have a road going to it. Shiz. Could do it that way, I guess, and have another block of 2 here. It's quite a small amount, I guess. The investors don't even need a variety theater, so this is not making any sense anymore. Although it still looks nice. But it doesn't really make sense. And we don't have that cool cut through at the back anymore. Alright, let's check some of these things. Oh yeah, the ship that was destroyed. Have we picked up the black flag? I hope we have.
Hi.
Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, we'll just give that to another pirate ship. Not a big deal. Bit of a setback though, losing a ship like that. We could make another battleship to get ready.
Welcome. Everyone is welcome here.
Any new ships available? Probably wouldn't be one available for a long time. It'd be nice if it notified you about that kind of thing, but what can you do? Alrighty, yeah, so let's start. Our money's actually really good, considering... I guess our how much shares are we getting? 10,000 from shares? Yeah, it's not that high. So yeah, let's make a battlecruiser.
You gained an
Another influence bonus. So what do we get this time? Must be for the military. So yeah, we're at attack speed 15%. Our expansion has hit the max, so we have the island workforce 200%. When Margaret's gone, by the way, we could use propaganda. I know people have been wanting to see it, and I've never used it once so far. That could greatly give us a lot more money and stuff. And reduce needs and things like that. So yeah, so let's pick up as much construction material as we can, though we are really low on it now. Let's go with that, let's go with that. This. Let's take all of that back up to swords. And let's do the final upgrades. By my calc, I think it's just about 3 or 4 houses.
workforce shortage.
We're at 4,988. Give me that 5k. And then what are we going to need? We're going to need light bulbs, caoutchouc, and filaments. Filaments. So that's an intermediate. Filaments is there. So filaments means that we have to stop producing light bulbs if we want to just get more of them. They come from coal. Right, so I've turned off the light bulbs. We have too many of them anyway. Now we're just going to produce extra filaments, pick up as much of them as we can, and bring them to our island so we can start the World's Fair properly. Now, this is going to actually set us back 2,000 engineers, which I don't think we can handle at all. But we could just see what happens for a little bit and turn it on and have a good old time doing it. It's going to reduce that down as well because we kind of have to, unfortunately. Really need to get our lower classes back to where they were as well, so that our workforce can stop falling out beneath us. Alright, how much time do we have left? We have just about 4 minutes to go before we can buy the next share, and then we just need to save a 5 million to buy it out total. I'd like to do it in this episode. It'd be kind of good to do another buyout in this one, so let's see if we can just push the length of the episode a little bit longer. And then while we're in the new world, let's transfer that black flag. I know what you're thinking. Why not put it on a cruiser? You know what? I don't have a good enough answer, so let's do it. Alright, cool. So this cruiser now has... Not only does it have camouflage, but it's also now ready to strike on some of her ships. Now, her battleship, when we last saw it, was really hurting. You can see she's getting shot a little bit from Arthur. Trying to just look at the radar and see, can I spot any other ships?
Your ship has returned.
Loads? I don't even know what loads are. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, so we'll just wait out here, see if we can come across anything that we can take out. I'm not looking to ambush anything carrying goods or anything like that. I'm looking to take out ships, specifically. And how much time do we have with Margaret? 1 hour 52. 1 hour 52. You can hear her building away out here. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Man, I am timing that very well. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, 1.6 milli. Whoops. And let's head back to the old world again. So that should be 5,000 now that we have on this island, right? Yes, 5,005. Which means we are now eligible to start getting steam carriages. Ooh, looks easy, doesn't it? So wood and this in a coachmaker's. And then that combined with some steam motors in a cab assembly line is what's going to get us what we need. That actually seems pretty doable. So let's just blueprint it for now. We'll blueprint it there. Blueprint this there. Obviously move these later. But that's basically what we'll need to get the final good. And then we'll set that up on a route. So the route would be this one. Yeah, that one's kind of full. Maybe it needs its own thing, actually. Because our previous one is full. This one's full. I could take off those gramophones and just load it here. That would probably be fine. Because they're needed in much less quantity. So something like that could be good. And then we could just add a second ship to it. Probably makes a bit more sense. But yeah, it's really just construction material that we're waiting on. Reinforced concrete, steel beams for both. Bit more concrete. Yep, just waiting on that. We have it all here actually, but I'll drop it here. We constantly need stuff in here anyway. And while I'm here, let's go to goods, let's go to consumer goods, and let's sell off things if we don't need them. It'll just help us make that little bit of extra money. Because we're just filling up on some of these things a bit too much for my liking. So just sell when you go over that amount. Yes, I did mean to hit 420. Sell when you go over that amount. There we go. Alright, cool. Is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. I feel like I'm really on top of things. I'm kind of just waiting for the, the shares, I guess. I'm sure there's lots we could be doing. Let's just buy this one as soon as it's available. 20 seconds. All of you count down with me. Well, actually, I'll take this moment just to say as well, I've read through every comment, I think every comment that I could find on the previous episode, and the last two, actually. So just big thank you to everyone that has been supporting the series so far. It's so amazing how deep into this series we are right now, at 30 episodes almost. And we still have so many people commenting and taking part. It really helps as well with the longevity of it, because you can just see that the first episode is up to like 300,000 views or something, and the second one is up to 100,000. When the series keeps going, keeps attracting people, it just helps the whole thing overall. So it really does help. So it's awesome. So thank you. All right, so we just need to build 5.5 million to buy out this island. And then we can obviously get this one as well. We're really close to it, and we have the influence to do it. We're going to get that influence back on the other island in 10 minutes, so I've actually done this really, really well, I think. So once we get all the influence back, I'm just going to delete this harbor. I don't want the island. I'm hoping Benty will ask me for it, swoop in and take it or something, or maybe Arthur, and repopulate the other AI. That'd be ideal. My guess is, though, the reality is that she's probably just going to get it back, but I'm doing this to severely weaken her. You know, she's not going to get up to engineers that fast. So this should weaken her economy big time. At least that would be my hope. So let's set that timer again. That timer's been really good, really useful.
Your people are starting.
People without access to a hospital. Oh no. It's in Crown Falls. Uh-oh. I don't think I have what I need to get a hospital out here. Oh, I do. That's good. Yeah, I actually didn't factor that in. I guess we'll just put one over here. I did not factor that into my build. But luckily, we've lots of blueprinting out on the other side, so we can do this. This will all be built. Don't you worry. I haven't forgotten about anything. Crown Farms is still a dream, and it will happen. But I think I'm going to focus a lot more on the DLC stuff after we get done with the main stuff. So once we get that World's Fair built, then it's all going to be about the Arctic, Embessa, Cape Trelawney. We're probably going to rarely look at the old world until we get the scholars again. So that's why I'm kind of focusing out here. So what could we be selling? I think that jewelry, did we ever sell it? I think we did, actually. Light bulbs. Just light bulbs. Let's sell all those light bulbs. Alright, are all my ships together out here? I think so. All my military ships, that is. Sorry, I'm jumping around like a madman. Just want to make sure, because I did send some to this region. I just want to make sure they're all roughly in the same spot, except for this one. This one can stay here. It's my pirate. Really, for the pirate ship, we should give him all the other cool items as well. That'd be nice. Make him super strong. Give him some armor. What else could we give? Oh yeah, we have the Vice Admiral Romanov and the howitzer. We could pop that out here. Benty's got a quest. Arthur's got a quest. We could leave it. I'm happy to see Arthur maintain his island. If they lost this island, that would have been quite a big issue, I think. So it's really, really good that he didn't. Alright, 5.1 milli. We're getting close to what we need. And you could always, if you want to, sell shares back to the Queen to get money back immediately. So if we needed some really quickly, we could do that. But we are eliminating Margaret from the old world. I'm really, really happy about it. Still short on the engineers. So I know it's a bit tedious, but we got to do it. We got to just do these final upgrades again. Get everything back to kind of like the way it was. And once that's done, then we are free to get our engineers up and running again, and then we're free to move the World's Fair into its final stage and actually run a World's Fair event, which would be nice. I'm really surprised at how many artisans... Oh yeah, I know why. I was going to say that you think that something would require them a bit more, because I've just had an excess of artisans this whole game. But I think it's because the scholars from Embessa, almost all of the goods that you'll end up needing to make for them require artisans to make them. So that's probably where we're going to end up using that workforce a lot more in future. They make things like leather boots and all sorts of crazy things.
Much to be thankful.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Nice. Looking good. Looking good. Low on wood again. Not much you can do about it. How's that island we built up out here? Yeah, it's doing great. 700. 858. You could have even more if we wanted to, just to get that little bit of extra influence. This island never happened, okay? We don't look at this island. We don't talk about it. As far as we're concerned, it's an AI island and how it's building.
Cargo boat at the ready.
Alright.
I can finally let go that pent-up gas.
There you go. 5.7 million. Now, we always need to have about 500,000 in the bank because we're buying gold all the time. So it's important that after we do this buyout, we still have plenty. We still have plenty to actually, you know, keep our economy going, essentially. Which so far I think we're on top of, so I think it's okay. But it's just worth bringing up. How's the most far away house? Does it have everything it needs? It's actually got a shortness, if that's the right word. It's not really to the variety theater. It's falling short of the variety theater, which is understandable because it has to go out, around, and down, and then down. So it's quite a long way to get around to it. If we just had a gap or a cut through, a realistic cut through, then that would help. But sadly, that's not going to be the case. But it's not too bad. It only means that we're just making slightly less money. They have everything they need, which is most important. Because the university is going all the way down there. Right. Can we do any more upgrades? We're just kind of always low on construction material, but if we can get just a few more houses becoming engineers, that'd make me happy. But at least we've kind of got the number of investors that we need now. So I'll probably design out a little block that they can kind of live out here, and then try to maybe reform this place to have just 5,000. 5,000 investors is all you ever need. And we're actually going to get more when we start giving them the steam carriages. So that's worth noting as well. Holy crap, the amount of money you get from them, 168? Wow, that's crazy. They are very, very valuable. Oh yeah, the filaments. I forgot to take them away. So intermediate, we left filaments on here, not being processed into light bulbs. So we've only got 50. Wow. It really was not that much.
Did you hope God might?
Oh yeah, I failed your quest. Ha! Suck it, Margaret. I meant to fail your quest. How does that make you
There
feel?
we are. All better.
2 minutes 30. Exciting times. Buying out another island. If she buys another share, I'll be very disappointed.
Healthy again.
Illness was cured in Crown Falls. Love to see it. She's constantly upgrading houses, just making me more and more money all the time. Now, that's really interesting because we started, I think, looking at this place, it had 4,000 share income? Maybe 6. I can't quite remember. So in the space of an hour, she doubled, at least, maybe tripled the amount of revenue that the island was making. But of course, she just lost her home island, so she's bringing everything back up to snuff. And she's just got she's about to build another research institute, which is really weird because she's got the houses for them already. Isn't that strange? I don't think you're normally supposed to be able to do that. These are the scholars. It's kind of, like I said before, spoiler alert. We're just going to wipe them off the face of the island in a sec. Awesome. Awesome blossom. All right. Let's go back to the New World. Everything seems to be trucking along just fine. I'm not seeing any wild fluctuations in income to do with our population. It just seems to be share income that kind of goes up and down here and there.
If only people
I know, right? I know exactly what you mean. Hey, we got another battleship. So, let's just throw everything onto that ship. Make it OP.
New orders?
And these can go back to the main fleet. We should do patrols with them just to keep them moving, actually. That would look kind of cool.
Attention for the Admiral.
There we go. They're patrolling now. Keep their sails fluttering in the wind all the time. What do we got here? I was going to shoot it. It's my own ship. I was like, oh, maybe. That'd be awesome if I actually did that. Took it out and didn't even realize what I had just done. Should we go in an ambush? No, I don't want to get too close to her guns. Her guns will fire on us if we do. We'll just stay around here. Just if she ever attacks this island again, we'll take it out. Damn, my play was going to be so smart if it wasn't for me losing my ship that time. Alright. The moment of truth. 20 seconds to go. And then we have this as well. We can start the phase, and they'll start loading up on all the light bulbs and caoutchouc. We need to deliver some caoutchouc as well, about 53 by my count. So 53. I'm just going to load that up here real quick before I forget. It's an agricultural thing. 50 to 3. That's all you need. Might as well just bring what we've got, bring it up now. Alright, let's get that island. Control, takeover, yes. Boom. And we actually got 32 influence back.
It will be difficult to forgive you.
Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh no, 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 no. I forgot to be here and pick up all the stuff. Just got to do this as fast as possible now, because this stuff will delete. What do we get item-wise?
I suppose expansion is always.
We got Miserable Max's Brutal Tax Legislation. Happiness -4. For residences, but income 40%. Wow. That's pretty good, actually. 40%. If you put that on investors, holy crap. Let's get our other share here. We don't have the money for it. Wow. Okay. Well, that's why we need those things immediately. Like right now, we need to be there. All right, this ship is nearly there. Good. The Augustus is on the way down as well. So we've got ships there. I don't know how long stuff is going to last on the water in the water. But I feel like it's only going to be like a minute or two. We need to just pick it up, dump it, everything we can into the actual storage. I should, yeah, I don't have any wood or anything to build more storage. Oh, it's so nerve-wracking. This could be worth millions, you know? I don't want it to disappear in front of me. I'll be gutted. Too many mistakes in this episode. Our flagship's nearly there as well. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. And possibly a lot more. Alright, here we are. Sorry, I know people will be like, oh, speed up time. It's fine. What do we got? Yes. Yes. Just transfer it. Oh my god. Oh my god. We can't even load it all. This is actually ridiculous. How much were you holding here, really? How much jewelry? Holy crap. Alright, we are maxed out on jewelry. Just sell it at, sell it here while you can. And champagne. Jewelry and champagne. It seems like that's like everything. The steamer ship is here. See what's around this corner. Okay, yeah. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, we did it. I can't believe we did it. So what do we get? All right, cool. Awesome. All right, another island, Cathrall. And we can sell almost all of this stuff now. And that way we can use that money then to buy the rest of the shares in that other island. And we'll be good to go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of, oh, yeah, we can't, obviously. So nothing too crazy, no steam carriages or anything like last time. But the jewelry will come in very handy. Alright, good. Just sell all of that crap. What do you got? Yeah, just get rid of it all.
Can I help you?
Oh. All good? Yeah. Alright, money is no problem anymore.
Experience can teach a person.
And then we can get that other share. She's getting scared now, man. We're just eliminating islands left, right, and center. Looks good. So 10 minutes and we'll have the next one. And then what we want to obviously start doing as well is start looking at what island out here has the biggest population on it. That's 1,700. This one is 1,300. This one is nothing. This one is that one. 1,600. So let's go with the one that was the biggest, 1,700. And start buying.
To share in.
And then when we need the share space, because we've got 60 influence in shares here, so that's gone, right? We can get that back. So yeah, we should be fine to keep doing this. We'll just delete this. We'll get rid of this place when we've unloaded everything. If I decide that we don't need anything here, which I don't think we do. I don't want every island in the game. It's boring. I'd rather just have a few that are important to us and play alongside AI. I just didn't want AI as aggressive as her. It just turns out I didn't know how aggressive she would be.
I can tell you're searching for something.
Alright, great. Money is fine. Awesome. Alright, hell of an episode. Hell of an episode. More buyouts. Actually, wait.
Your ship has returned from
You guys
its
can come
voyage.
back down here. We had a few skirmishes, some light skirmishes with Margaret as well. And our World's Fair is ready to go. We have 187 engineers. We'll just start the phase just for the fun of it. And there we go. We've got the 2,000 residents on it, which puts us into a deficit of 1,800 engineers. Basically turns off all of our other buildings. But they've got some stuff to deliver, so you can leave that on for maybe like 5-10 minutes, pause it, and then go pick up the rest of the things that you need. And then we also need to be upgrading houses. So that is going to be it for this episode. Plan is coming together. Let's see how much time we've got left with her. An hour and 30. So we've got at least another episode where we can just keep buying islands off her, reduce her down to pretty much nothing, and then attack what she has remaining, which is the one of the islands in the New Worlds, which is what I want. It has sugarcane, it's got chocolate. Those are the two fertilities we're missing, and then we can have a proper production of stuff in the New World and set us up for the future, for long term. Alright guys, that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm having a ton of fun. I can't believe it actually worked as well as it did. I didn't think we'd have enough influence, but we've been doing just fine. And we made another ship as well. And bought one. Alright, after we lost one, of course. Alright, that is going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video is being copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that'll give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.